Welcome to a short boss video on how to process a customer refund in Xero. So today we're going to look at the scenario of creating a refund in the bank and allocating that against a refund that we've made to a customer. So what I've done, I've opened up a couple of screens here. So this screen here, just to show you the transactions that we're talking about. In this scenario, we're going to imagine that we have raised an invoice for our customer. So if we just have a look, this invoice is outstanding here. So we've raised an invoice for our customer and we've invoiced a quantity of 3. They've decided that they actually only want 2 of this particular service, and so we've raised a credit note over here for that 1 for them. Okay, so now what we're going to look at is once those payments are through, our bank feed has pulled in. So what we'll do is we'll jump over to the bank here and we'll just pop down here, and as we can see, over here, the customer has paid us, but what they've done is they've paid the full amount of the original invoice rather than the net of the invoice and the credit note. So the system here has identified that that payment is for this invoice over here. And so we're just going to quickly allocate that against there. And then what we can see underneath here is, again, in our bank feed, we've refunded the customer for that extra 1, the one that was on the credit note, and we can see that here. But the system doesn't automatically pull that in here and recognise it as a match, and so we have to process that in a slightly different way. So what we need to do is bop back over to our credit note here. So if we go into the credit note itself, what we can see is down the bottom here, there's a space for us to actually make that cash refund. And essentially what we're having to do is to create that transaction in the bank account for the bank reconciliation to recognise. So if we go down here, the system is automatically picking up the full amount of the credit note. Obviously, if it's only a partial refund that we're making, we could adjust that amount here, but we'll go with where we're paying the full amount here. So we'll leave that in there. So we just go in here and select our date that we're making the refund and the bank account that we're refunding the payment from. And then we can pop a reference in here. So let's just pop in refund, so we know what it is, and add that there. So what that's now done is we can see that we've actually done a cash refund on there, and the item is no longer in the awaiting payment tab there. In fact, if we just pop over to the paid tab here, we can see that there's our credit there and it's all fully paid. And if we actually just bob onto the credit note, we can see that that's processed there. So that will have processed into the bank account in Xero, and what we need to do is now reconcile that against. So if I just pop back to our reconciliation, and this is our reconciliation here. Now that we've processed that, if I just do a refresh on the screen, the system should now be able to pick up that transaction that we've put in, and here we can see that it's picked that transaction up for us. We know it's the one that we've just processed because we can see refund there. So we now know that it's successfully allocating this payment here that we've made to that refund that we processed. Okay, that's how you do that. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching our short video. If you'd like to find out about more accounting software or payroll software training courses that we offer, do pop over to our website and we have more information there. Thank you.